What's in your toolbox? Yeah, a toolbox. If you have lymphedema, you need a toolbox. And there's a lot of tools that you could put in that toolbox. Hello, my name is Matt Cash, lymphedema therapist with Lilly Clinic in Roanoke, Virginia. Welcome to my storage room. Today I want to talk about one tool which is not appropriate for everybody. This is general lymphedema information, but is a sequential pneumatic compression device, a lymphedema pump. Lymphedema pumps are a great tool to have if you have lymphedema and it's appropriate for you. These tools, your compression garments, your exercise, your skin care, your lymphedema pump, your therapist could get it for you. Most insurances have coverage. Medicare does cover it. If you are out there and you say Medicare didn't cover mine, Medicare does cover it. It just has to be documented appropriately under the appropriate diagnosis and appropriate verbiage to get it covered. So if it wasn't covered, then someone didn't do the right documentation. If you're out there and you're being told there is no coverage, you might want to check. How can you do that? Well, a lot of the companies that manufacture pumps are more than willing to assist in the documentation process because they're salespeople and they want to make money, right? So there's a lot of really great companies out there. There's two types of pumps. There's a basic pump and there's an advanced pump. Most everybody is fine with a basic pump as long as you don't have truncal swelling, head and neck swelling, more of a breast component, shoulder component, back component. If you don't have any of those and it's just in your arm or your leg, you only need a basic pump. And basic pumps don't take a long time to get. Granted, about 4 weeks for the process, but the advanced pumps require more time to say that a basic pump failed you, so you now need an advanced pump. That is very specific. You only qualify for an advanced pump if the basic pump fails you, and there's a process that's supposed to be followed, and I know it's not always followed, but we're not going to go there. So there are some great pump companies out there. Lymphecare is one. Lymphopress is another great company. Eros Medical. This is an Eros Medical pump. This is the 8P, which is 8-chamber pump. They also have a 6P, which is a 6-chamber pump. There's also Medi. Medi makes the Brio, which is another basic pump. And really, if it's a basic pump, the only real difference, there might be some chamber number difference, how many chambers there are in the pump, and the rule is the more chambers, the better. But I might argue that a little bit. And then the real difference is the sleeves, right? So the Medi Brio pump has a sleeve that you slide up your leg. There's no way to open it. And then this plugs into the machine, this inflates, and there's chambers in it, and it's a sequential pneumatic device that's creating a gradient of pressure changes to help fluid get in both your venous system and your lymphatic system and then out of your leg. So this style is a slide-on style sleeve. And then the other style that I have in clinic is a zipper sleeve. This is the Eros. And then for upper extremity, we have vests, or you could just have the arm piece. It depends on your need. If you only have swelling in the arm, you don't need the whole thing. If you have a breast component and a sidewall component, you need the vest. So it's really based on the need. Why do I have them in clinic? Because as part of the documentation process, I try to make it as seamless as possible for my patients. And if I feel like they need one, I want to get that started immediately, because the sooner they get the pump, the sooner they get that tool in their toolbox. So one of the things that is required is a pre and post measurement. So I'll put the device on the patient one time during their entire treatment session typically. I put it on so one, they could experience it. I could educate them on what's going on while the pump is happening. I could educate them on what they're supposed to be doing while the pump is on. And I could allow them to experience under my supervision, because a lot of times when people put these on the first time, their eyes get big like, oh wow, that's tight. But with education and training, you learn, because knowledge is power. So we do a pre and post measurement, we get all our documentation, we send it off to the company, and it gets processed. And within about 4 weeks, my patients end up with a pump that is an asset to their toolbox and an asset to help them better manage their lymphedema. This is one tool in your toolbox. It's not appropriate for everybody. Insurance does cover it typically with the right documentation and diagnosis code. If you're having trouble with that, I would reach out to one of the companies. They have representatives and say, hey, I'm trying to get this device. Can you help me? Because I'm having a hard time finding a provider to get it for me. They will assist you. I promise. They will help guide this situation. I hope this is helpful. Remember, knowledge is truly, truly power.